Welcome back.
All I know is that he is the one. He's the only one. All I know is that he is the one. He's the only one. Bedroom bullying, torture, beat it to death like I walked her, flame her up like I torched her, sit her down like I porched her. Jedi mind, I'm the walker. If the sky's the limit, I'm a walker. Path to Christ, I'm the author. Black sheep, don't cross the pressure in line like a order. Vader in like I order. Tomb Raider, she a Laura. Unlock the box of her aura. Rock the box, then more her. Wolf guard, I'm a baller. Drain her dry and then pour her. Gas her up and then spore her. Black feet, you only act me. When I pack sheep, it's a rap sheet. Give it back to me, it's not an act to me. It's a tragedy. Living blasphemy, you ain't half a G. I'm a masterpiece. Masterpiece, when I'm Master Chief. If I'm half a man, you only half a beast. It's half a cause, that's the half of me. All I know is that she is the one.
Hope you guys doing alright. Not really sure what the title gonna be on this one. Not sure how to talk about it, seeing that, you gotta be PG-13 on YouTube. Even though other people could be butt naked and talk about anything they want. But they got the skin color for that, or they got the, it's really weird how some people could say anything and then other people can't. Some people could play rap music, Biggie songs, Pac songs, but other people that are actually those people, we can't play our favorite music without getting a copyright strike. I watched a fucking gamer literally play a whole entire Biggie song. Like, you know what I mean? He's a fucking gamer and he's fucking playing ratchet, kill drug songs for little ass kids. And we wonder what's wrong with the youth. Anyway, today I want to talk about sex. I don't even know how I want to talk about it, really. I don't want to talk about being bad or, improper use or whatever. No, I just want to talk about sex. How incredibly good it is. I haven't had sex in a very long time, and oh man, there's literally nothing like it. Like, I always found it very strange that as a man, we can go through all of this shit in the world, have our fucking feelings hurt, feel like shit all day, go to work, your body hurts, you're feeling low, spirit, whatever it is. And a woman could just kiss you and start touching you, and then you forget about that shit for that moment, And if she's really good, you don't remember that shit until the next day when you gotta go through that shit the next day. It's like none of that shit even happened. Even though it did. It just doesn't bother you as much no more. Like being a man that learned his women, I'm not gonna say I have great sex. You have great sex with who you have great sex with if you, pay the fuck attention and learn. Other people, your great sex is garbage to them. You go too fast, you go too slow, you hit it too hard. That's because you're having sex with her like you was having sex with her. And they're different. And, learning this as a man is something I thought about for a long time and tried to, I didn't think about it as much as I do and the power of it until I wasn't having it, which that's a good thing for men. You actually learn what you're doing instead of just doing the shit. And I come to find out, like, I needed or wanted sex more for healing, more sound of horns, more for relaxation, more for Um, things that women don't even realize. You think we just want to get a nut. A lot of us do, even me, you know? But there's something about that shit that just literally, why the fuck do you think niggas act like the way we act? Why do you think we do the things we do? Why do you think we take your shit and all these other things? It ain't just for the pussy. It ain't just for the nut. There's something that happens to men, you know? And because we're drawn so far away from it, by having multiple partners and not understanding why the Lord said, yo, bro, pick a wife, bro. You know? Like, I understand it now, fucking up and going against the laws of God, but paying attention as I was fucking up, you know? Actually wanting to have good sex with my girlfriends, actually learning and accepting I'm not the best right now, so I better fucking do something. I better start asking questions, and if she ain't gonna tell me, I better just start trying shit and act like I know what the fuck I'm doing. Period. And then when she likes it, we'll sound the horns, we gonna keep doing that. You know? When I go right and she move my hand left, I know not to go right anymore. See, you know what I mean? Most men are just hard-headed. You want to do what the fuck you want to do, that alpha shit. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because that's a part of it too. Women love to be fucking as much as you run your motherfucking mouth. I don't want a man to dominate me. Yeah, you do. By the words and actions out of your own mouth. By the actions of what you do. I want a man to provide for me. I want a man that's smart. Well, men that are smart and that could provide usually lead. So that would mean they're in control. You don't want a man that you're fucking a dog shit out of him all the time and he ain't putting in no work. No, you just won't stand that. Even that dude can't even get that forever. The dude could be the greatest looking sex symbol in your life. After you keep doing him enough and he's just lamping up and you don't get to have your coming session or your actual orgasm, you know, no woman in the world is just gonna keep pleasing a man like that. You know what I mean? Even though when you that dude, you know, I've experienced being that dude where you don't have to move, you don't do anything. You sit there and you give orders and shit gets done. You get it? There's a big fucking difference. I've also been the pussy ass boyfriend dude that gotta ask, can I do this? Not even realizing, yeah, nigga, she wants you to do it. She just faking. She funking, nigga. She been waiting for you to ask for a while. You know? Like, shit be so crazy with how sheltered and actually held in from the knowledge and the responsibilities and actually training with each other to have good sex more than us, like the dumb fucks we are, and we just be fucking, bro. Out of all the women I ever got to have sex with, so many of them did not, I mean, it's not really a lot, but majority of them, they didn't understand the shit, bro. They would, it's just lay there, or the fucking, like, you know, like, I'll be talking to them about stuff before, and it's like talking to a fucking kid. They, like, either don't want to talk about it, or you say some shit that gets them angry. How the fuck are you mad at me for talking about sex with you? And, yo, bro, like, after a certain amount of time of being around you and talking to you a certain way, and we, you know, what the fuck is wrong with these women? Like, you know, stop with the fucking holier than thou horns. Sound the horns. You know? If you fucked before, don't act like you didn't fuck before. Nobody cares about you. Nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. I changed my life now. Does that mean you don't want to get your shit destroyed? No, the fuck it doesn't. And I'm tired of women acting like that. That's why you end up picking another wrong ass nigga and then forget to tell him, even though I changed my ways and everything for you and all these things, you still gotta blow my back out like that nigga. You gotta put that work in. Women won't even do that. You change to the good girl and then take that good sex crazy shit away. when that's what the fuck I'm talking about when the Bible says, yo, what you do behind closed doors is between you and your wife, you know? So what the fuck does that mean to a man like me with brains and intelligence that actually thinks and will understand God gave me this feelings and these, you know? Men don't just get horny, motherfuckers. Women don't. We used to not feel none of that shit. You remember when you used to look at girls like, girls? Ew. Fuck I want to be around her for? Fuck I want to give her anything for? What are you talking about? We're equal. When we're all kids, we equal, dog. Y'all, you don't mean nothing to me. You my friend. We cool. You want a cookie? I like you. You want to hold my hand and skip or some shit? We ain't on that. I want, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck out of here. Everything equal when you're a kid. Everything more real. You know? It's more pure. And then, out of nowhere, your chemicals, your hormones start coming in your body. And then you don't have control over that. No fucking boy wants to walk around talking about, damn, now I'm like, whoa. God damn. God damn. It's fucking a part of yourself, bro. Just like women, like the stereotype of women don't have that. Yous are just better at looking in your brain saying, yo, I will f the shit out of I'll do whatever that nigga want. Dad, I wish that nigga say something to me. I wish he'd get me behind clothes. Y'all just don't say shit. Y'all could just walk past a nigga and have all the nastiest thoughts and blah, 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 blah. And yous are just better at refining yourselves. Does it mean yous don't think that shit? No. You know, because, you know, like all these babies and, you know, all these porns and all these, like, foul things in the world. It's not because, you know, men force you to do them. Well, you know, sometimes, but we ain't talking about that. You know? Man can only do the nastiest shit he wants to a woman if she allows him. There's no way a man he can think of whatever the fuck he wants. You have to say yes. You get it? And I realize it's very, very fucking weird as fuck to be an adult, but be a child when it comes to talking about things like this. Like, it's crazy. You got grown-ups that are fucking grown, like grandpa and them, and you can't even go up to them and talk, like, serious. It's just jokes and shit. Yeah, man, you gotta know how to put that on. And you gotta, and the girls gotta make sure you satisfy your man, and you know, do a little shit. There's level of talking about sex that I'm talking about is it ain't talked about amongst majority of people. Is it spoken about? Yes. But I realized it's not a class like a rich or a poor thing. It's a mental thing. Some people actually grew the fuck up sexually and mentally sexually. Not just, oh, I fuck and now I know what I'm doing. No, I had sex, I felt things, and I realized just like a fucking car, nigga, I could, if I put the right things in that, I can have a better, could get some more mileage out of this thing. I can rev up this fucking engine. Get it? I could have a better experience in my car if I actually figure out how my car works. And who the fuck I should be letting drive this motherfucker. Because a lot of niggas think they, you know what I mean? You got these niggas that think they in a Ferrari and you a Toyota, girl. They just beating your shit all up, stepping on the gas and shit, pedal to the metal. You gotta teach these niggas like, nah, I'm not a Ferrari, dog. You ain't gonna just do that. That ain't doing nothing for me. Like, I say things like this because when I actually can have a woman that's a friend and we're not attracted to each other, what the fuck do you think people talk about? And when people talk about real shit like that, well, at least I do, and I ask them about their experiences because, like I say, if you have a woman that's a friend and she's telling you about what other goofy ass niggas do, and you meet a woman that has a personality like her or a body like hers, you have a more of a fucking chance to be doing the right thing, bro. Instead of the same old goofy shit. Alpha male, you gotta up and rip your shirt off and fucking stuff her head down and all this goofy shit. Like, nah, not all women like that. Some women are actually soft. And then there's the rough, you know? And then there's the really, I don't know what word to use, but extremely sexual, but in a fetish way. Like, I realize that's another fucking level of sex that it seems like you cannot talk about things like that if you're a biblical person. And I understand why, you know what I mean? But behind closed doors and shit, like all these marriages, all these, like, if I see one more woman say my husband wasn't loving me the right way anymore, sexually, you know, and get left for some idiot ass nigga that, you know, is just gonna make her feel like she's in high school again, but then sound the horns. He ain't got the maturity and responsibility and all that other shit that she married you for that, you know? That nigga ain't got that in him, and in a year or two, when the fucking the big goggles of fucking a new nigga or fucking a new woman fades off, that's when at the end of that relationship goes, because they ain't built what you and that person built. Duh. And that's my point. Why the fucking these people that are like halfway good, and that should be enough for some of you raggedy ass niggas. Niggas, I need somebody at 100%. You raggedy as fuck. All you do is work. You know what I mean? All you do is cook and clean, shorty. Take care of kids. You don't know how to actually make a nigga feel like nothing. You don't know how to actually talk to that man and make him, you know what I mean, feel better and get up and go to work. That nigga get up and go to work because he feel like that's what the fuck he's supposed to do. You don't encourage that, man. You don't even ask him if fucking work's dogging him out. Do you want to quit? You look like you ready to quit that shit. You look like your ball getting on your nerves, or how things going. Do you just, you know, ever just, you know, because, like, think about how the women complain. Women definitely watch other women complain, and the same fucking things you complain about work. Well, just because I'm stronger than you and got a little more endurance doesn't mean those same things don't apply to me. It just takes a little longer, you know? That's it. Like, when I think about sex, or, you know, I'm at the point where, you know how, like, most people think about their partners and they remember the situation, things they've done. I don't think about shit like that. I think about the feelings and, you know what I mean, like how it felt, and, you know, like shit that I was supposedly good at or whatever, and exploring how, like, what did you do afterwards, you know? Like, why didn't you use your mental alchemy then, even though you knew about it, you know? And I came to believe, because I don't know for sure, it's because I wasn't with people that I really wanted to, you know, be with. Because when I am, you know, there have been those times when I would try to, like, do what I want to do, and the woman wouldn't get it. Just wouldn't get it. They would always think and complain and say that same, you know, what women always say, oh, you just want to have sex, and, yo, that's all you want from me. I'm like, yo, dog, I remember my famous line for that one is like, yo, if you're angry because I want it from you, how are you, what feeling you think you're going to feel when I stop asking you for it? Because, you know, when I stop asking you for it, that means I'm already moving on in my mind. And that means that you only got a couple months before I'm out there. Not cheating. No, I'm just accepting you're not going to do what I want anymore. So now I'm going to walk around and just get the fuck away from you. What are you useful for now? When you want things, I give them to you. When you need things, I'm there. So when you don't give me what I want, I'm gonna get the fuck away from you, because I'm gonna be mad at you. And women fucking hate that. Oh, you're just doing that to be, you're just trying to make fun. No, I'm trying to, like, figure out how I'm gonna stay with you and not get what I want. How am I gonna not cheat on her? I don't think she realizes these other women be, you get it? How am I gonna fuck? Why should I stay? Use women are so unknowing of what you do sometimes. And I can get that because men do it too. But, oh man, when you have good sex with people, you know, I realize, and even if it's not with somebody you're choosing to be with, I guess. Like when I look back, I don't be looking back and like, I look back and be like, damn, I wish it wasn't, the bodies and shit, I don't know if my wife's gonna like that. It's nothing I can do about it. I had to become who I become. And I'm probably gonna have to forgive too. So, it's just the world we live in. And but when I talk to other people about their bodies and shit, the ones they want to talk about, y'all know, we always hear the same. They were not that good, or damn well some in the beginning they was. But you know what I mean? Nobody, maybe they don't like talking about it, or maybe they just never experienced. I don't hear people talk about their experiences like me. Like it was good, I don't hear people say, after he did that to me, I wrote like fucking 3 poems the next day. Like me, how I say the shit. Frustrated, can't write something, film, whatever, and then ask for what I want, get what I want, and then literally be sitting there in a daze. Alright, I know a beat, put the beat on, chick be sitting there just looking at me like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? I'm about to write some bars, bro. You just unlocked the gateway, dog. My blood flowing now. My brain is on fire right now, dog. All that energy, all that shit is just fuming right now. And I need to express what's in there, And it's not always, and some of these hard bars y'all be hearing, if you like them or whatever, that's me after, after coming out of a session, and then dropping fucking hard ass bars. As you can see, I have sexual type bars, but they're not really descriptive or, oh, I felt like this or whatever. We make love like this. A lot of that shit that you may hear now is new, me thinking back then. And being like, yo, you should have been wrote a bar like that, dog. You get it? You should have been saying, I forgot what line I just recently wrote that had me fucking dying laughing. It's like, yo, you're a deviant. It's like, yo, you're bad. Oh, it's in my new song that I just came up with real quick called, what is it? On Mine Online. This shit's gonna be regular, I don't think it's really nothing phenomenal like the only one. I love that fucking song, cause that song was that was like a mix-up of actual experience, but more catered to a person that doesn't exist, That's why I wasn't saying in like what we do is more what I will do to a person, like, and but I tried to be creative. And this one I'm not trying to be creative, what I mean? I don't expect anybody that you older people or whatever, biblical or whatever, y'all probably ain't gonna like this. This for the regulars. But use a regular too, Y'all just I ain't even gonna wave y'all off, you know. I don't want to disrespect y'all. Y'all on y'all level of sex and love and whatever y'all do. I can't say that's wrong. If y'all missionary only, hey, that's on you, dog. Do you. As long as it feels as good as you need it to feel and your wife loves it and y'all happy with that, then y'all good. Everything ain't for everybody, you know. I know that for sure. And I don't want people to jump levels. Because once your ass go up, nigga, it's a wrap. Everybody ain't gonna be able to be on that same level. That's why you gotta level out. You know? I realize a lot of us are doomed. Not all of us, but a lot of us are doomed because of these things of fucking up and having sex too early. And now you have all this knowledge, like they were saying, I forgot what joke or whatever this skit I was playing, it was talking to women and saying, like, the more experience you have is a bad thing when you get older, because men really don't like women with experience. We want to be the ones to teach you, you know? Because we know if we're the ones to teach you, then I'm that nigga no matter what. I'm that man. You're not going to want to, you know, if I don't fulfill up to that line, well, now I'm competing with a nigga that you don't want to be with, and you don't even like that fucking guy no more. But you'll dip off and sleep with him on the weekends after a couple years. So many little dumbass things like that. Or a man breaking up with a woman because you don't talk to your woman about, you know, she's not pleasing you the right way. Or maybe she can't. I don't know, you know. That's the bad thing about a man having experience and your woman don't. Because now you want her to do shit she can't do. You got to train her. You got to show her how to do it. You know what I mean? And then if she's like you want, the good girl, she may be like, nah, don't do that. And I ain't going to do it. You know what I mean? So, I guess, how important is sex to a relationship? You know? Not to you normies. Yous can live life without, you know? Some of yous can or whatever, you know? So I call you normies. You just need normal shit and you're good. But other people, we've experienced, you know? And I always say, I believe these things have to come with trade-offs, you know? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. I wish I did. Because I really... I don't like seeing a world where so many people are apart from each other. You know? We raise the bar to marriage in the way the world does it, and that's literally a man-made thing. You people are fucking ignorant idiots. When did Adam and Eve sign a fucking marriage certificate? And pay to be married? Get it? Nah, y'all don't get it. What was the size of the rock that Adam got his wife? What was the size? What was the fucking starting minimum for all men? What did Adam, you know? He owned everything. It was all his. Kind of get my point? Where's the sex books? You know? The rules for them. Sound the fucking horns. Where was the book to tell them, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that, you gotta only do it this way, you know? Where was the book? Did they take that out? I don't know. There's so many questions I have about the Bible myself, and I'm like, where the fuck is this information? How come I gotta, hear these other scriptures to look for another scripture to think about what it means to say no, sex is bad, but that's the only way to get here. Men are supposed to have one woman, but majority of the men in the Bible didn't, even the fucking peasants. You know? When the fuck? Because last time I checked, that treat people as you want to be treated thing, that's a very broad statement. You know? It's a golden rule for everything in life, really. But when you start realizing I'm different from you, how you treat me. When I say my faith or what we believe in, because my people, we don't do what y'all do. We do what we do. But it don't hurt you. So how the fuck are you going to tell me that I'm wrong for doing it? You know? See? Even the sound the horns. Even the dogs. You got the little dogs getting involved. They say, you damn right, son. You run shit in there. You know? Like, because I be thinking a lot. Like, I've said it so many times. Nothing's new under the sun, the Bible says. So, women that like women ain't new. So that would mean those women back in those days would still need a man. So they would share a man. It was even harder to live back in the day, and lions, tigers, bears, men that'll just have their motherfucking way with you and dump you off in the woods, and no, they ain't no detectives, ain't no nothing. You're just gone. I think women would I think there's a lot of women that would be like, man, I don't care what my man does. Protect me from all these things and you can have whatever you want. This shit is real out here. I don't have time to debate. I don't have time to play feminism. Kill the wolves. Keep them niggas over there. And, oh, you want her? I don't give a fuck. Get her. Shit. I need somebody in here fucking helping me with this fucking garden in the back, nigga. This shit is hard doing all this. You know what I mean? I need somebody watching the kids while I fucking go do something else. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be like you, daddy. I want to learn how to get it. What about warrior women? The world's getting taken over at one point, so women being just not fighting for what they gotta fucking live for. I'm sure there's plenty of, I'm sure that's why we have tomboys now. Get it? I'm sure that's why we have a women that brains have literally yin and yanged and said, I gotta fucking man up, but now man made the world safe again, and you can't just change the brain overnight, you know what I mean? And they live in a world where it's still rough, you know what I mean? So that ain't going nowhere. What about those women? Like, when I read stories of knights and soldiers and they were marrying strong women, warrior women. Like, women be acting like, we just got in the military. No, you just got in this military. Shut your goofy ass up. You're goofy. Half the shit y'all say, I don't even realize you been did that in history, goofy ass nigga. Men just sat your ass down because y'all was getting, most of y'all wasn't really making it, And there's only really very few Xena warrior to princesses. The rest of yous just lift weights. As soon as you get punched in your shit, it's over for you. You're not built like that. You just look like that. The real Xena warrior princesses, they could take punches because men abused them when they were younger, dumb fuck. That's why they could take punches from a man, because they've been taking blows their whole life, dog. They've been going up against men their whole life. That's why when they fight one of you I'm a tough girl, they mop the fucking floor with you quick because they hit you that 1-2 time. Pow, pow, and you're like, oh shit. That was like when a man hit me. That was like when my dad slapped me back in the day, but a lot more force. What the fuck is going on? That wasn't like a slap from Susie the other day. Yeah, because her body's been trained, you know? She's been abused. She's been hurt. She went through that real shit. Uses catfighting chicks and wrestling your brothers that was pretending to use their strength on you. Get it? I don't know how we got from sex to here, but I guess it's all the same thing. In all reality, I'm just talking about what men are attracted to, you know? And how some of these things now are somehow overlooked or shunned or laughed. Like, you know, I be looking at some of the shit that people say on these podcasts, and I don't know, man. Shit is just, like, the more I learn or think about shit that I have learned, I'm like, yo, a lot of people sound real fucking stupid. And then a lot of people really believe that like, freedom is not real. Most people don't even get that's what half of you niggas is listening to. Live the way we say, the book says. Because everybody use that word traditional, and that word goes back to holy books and shit. You can't say that word without going back to them books. And most of these goofy ass niggas don't even know what tradition is. Their tradition is the same goofy caveman shit. Men make money, woman cooking clean. But we live in a world where majority of women are gonna work regardless if you fucking want them to work or not, nigga. So you're a goofy ass nigga. For even saying goofy shit like that, even thinking that, you know what I mean? Like, women haven't always worked. You get it? And it's not even about saying their way doesn't work. No, their way works for those people. I'm tired of everybody trying to convince everybody that the Lord said this is the way it is, and you gotta live this lifestyle. And then I look at you goofy ass niggas, and half y'all ain't even good. The Lord don't even fuck with you niggas. Fuck you need to save you for? That be the funniest thing. We got niggas preaching about the Lord like the Lord would ever do anything for them. You're already good. Why would I believe the Lord why would the Lord help you? Why would I believe the Lord's with you? You can do anything. You know, you can call on man. The Lord said, I fuck with niggas that got nobody, dog. That's how them niggas is surviving. That's why they call on me. You ain't got to call on the Lord, nigga. Stop acting like y'all call on my father for fucking anything. You niggas call on your buddies first. Pray things will work out. You know, you don't call on my father like, yo, you have to figure out something's got to happen, bro. I need money. You got to send somebody. You got to make an opportunity. You just don't think like that. You fucking, you know, because the Lord blessed you. Duh. The greatest blessing the Lord can give you is you don't need his help. Because you learn the law and then you use it. And then you're good. He guides you. You know to do the law. You know to do things. Now you don't need him. You'll always need him. You'll always need to call him. But that's the point of the fucking training. And so he can sit the fuck down and be like, stop calling me. You're a grown-ass man. Like, I think that's the fucking point. I don't know. I could be wrong. But, you know, as a man, I believe the goal for me and my children is to raise them up where they ain't got to keep calling me, bro. That's like, I don't want to, can you call me at 40 and 50 and say, I don't understand things? Yeah, of course, because it doesn't mean you know everything just because you grew the fuck up, nigga. I've been here longer than you, so, you know. So, I'm not saying that, but baby shit. You know, I gotta wipe your ass your whole life. I gotta fucking keep telling you over and over, pay your fucking rent. Go to work, go to school, fucking do right for yourself. Love yourself, because motherfucker, you're the one that got to deal with everything. I can tell you I love you a million times, little nigga. If you don't love yourself, you ain't gonna feel shit. You don't get that spark when other people tell you they love you. If you loved your fucking self, you wouldn't give a shit if anybody loved you. Why? Because you feel good already. You love yourself. You do things for your fucking self. Duh. Sound the horns, you found your mission. You know what the fuck you're doing in life. Living life. Figuring it out. Finding your way. What the fuck makes you happy? You know? I'm gonna stop because I don't want to be angry. You know? I don't want to turn people against people, even though we're all against each other already. But you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs, so you know, I have to crack your fucking heads open a little bit. Maybe I can start getting back together with your family when you start cooking. You know? Thinking and doing things, that's the cooking part. Cracking your fucking eggs, sitting here and being like, I'm thinking now. He got me thinking. Yeah, I cracked your fucking head like an egg, nigga. Your shit is open now, nigga. Now get out there and solve that problem, because I ain't got your answer. He do. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to, final message. Sex is not just, sticking your thing in a woman, you know? Talking is sex. All these things that we do to please and make, you know, each other want to be around us, that's sex, really. They're things that make you feel good. Get it? This is why women need to stop following after other women. Be like, a man has to take me out on a date. He has to do. That's what the fuck they needed to get their shit revved up. What the fuck do you actually like doing? Get it? This shit is stupid, bro. When you get a fucking partner, actually talk to them about sex instead of just having sex. You know, before you have sex, actually talk about it and shit. About what you like and shit. And not just the goofy shit. Like, you know, talk about how things make you feel. And why you like them. Get it? That way, your partner can feel comfortable with you. Get it? That way, at least, you know, if you've been a person that's been cheated on, maybe it's because you never talk to these people about things about like that, you know? Maybe, you always come off like majority of us assholes in the world do. Like, yo, always ready for you, baby. You know, women need to start coming in like, I don't do sex like that. You might get it 3 times a week, nigga. But those 3 times, you gonna learn a day. You ain't gonna need it no more. You get it? Shit like that. At least a man can go in not having in his mind like, oh, I could do whatever I want when I want with her. Nah, I know what I can do with her, and I know what I can't do with her. And then he could tell you, well, I like having sex a lot, so I think this is gonna be a problem down the line. Duh. And then you can move on, or you can actually level out, because nigga, you don't need that much, and shorty, you can do a little bit more. The fuck? Get it? And then everybody's leveled out, and then boom, one of the biggest problems in relationships ever since the days of fucking old will be out of your problem, and you don't have to worry about a person cheating on you sexually, you know? And since, you know, you're mentally talking and shit, I think you're going to be doing something that nobody else did with you. So now it's going to be hard for a man to get in your chick's mind. Get in your man's mind, you know? That flirting and all that shit, they're going to be like, yeah, that's cute. You ain't going to do what she's going to do, though. I got to start all over again and talk, and I don't want to do all that. I'm too grown. I know what I got at home. I know exactly what I'm getting. What I want. All love. All praise to the Most High. Fuck how y'all feel. It's for the real ones.